This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the PS-15 Fraudo by Mastermind Creations. This is part 3 of 5 of the Assaultus series, which is their version of a Masterpiece Bruticus combiner. This, of course, is their version of a Masterpiece Swindle. I have to say that this line continues to impress me with their cartoon accuracy and the attention to detail that it's getting. I find them really, really well done. Well, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and get your bell on so you're notified for future videos. That being said, let's see what he has in store for us. Stay tuned. As far as accessories go, he does come with his missile blaster. A nice enough sculpt on it, some detail, and the tip is painted silver, which is pretty nicely done. You can transform it, so this is for vehicle mode and this would be for robot mode. He also comes with a cannon, which is nicely done. Nicely detailed with some black painted accents. So nicely done as well. And what you can do with these is there is this third piece that will allow you to connect the weapons to it for storage and alt mode. So you can do that and that. For use in Jeep mode, which it looks really, really nice. He also comes with an extra head. Now this is the head that came actually on him. The alternate head was not in my box, sadly, but it is a different, more of a plain face from what I understand. So it's nice that they included it in the majority of them, just not mine, which is disappointing. And the weapons do mount nicely in alt mode. They secure onto the post, which does have a designated slot between the legs. You can pivot, and you can angle your weapons as you wish. Very nicely done. And the rocket pistol will fit into the hand nicely. Kind of slides loosely into the groove in the back of the hand, and as soon as you close the fist, it does hold very, very securely. Very well done. That will attach to the peg hole right here in the faux tire. Done really, really nicely. Here we have Fraudo in his alt mode. This is actually how he ships. He comes in the box already transformed into Jeep, and he does look really good. I'm going to put a cartoon image right here just for comparison, and we'll do a 360 view here just for comparison's sake. Does look really good in my opinion. Very, very close. But one thing you can do, I forgot to mention accessories, he comes with this guy that plugs into the back on alt mode and bot mode. It's nicely done, but let's take a look at some detail here. Starting at the front, you got some nice transparent headlights. I don't know what I was thinking. Nicely detailed, painted underneath in silver. A little bit more blue accents there on the front. All the purple is a nice painted color. Obviously that's an aftermarket logo. Coming along the sides, not much paint on these guys, but you do have some nice details like the handle there, the painted side marker. Rims are painted silver. Coming along the back, Painted tail lights, nicely done, some nice molded in detail. Looks really, really good. Tires are made of rubber. He's got the steering wheel here, which does pivot. And you've got some nice painted details there on the dash. Looks really, really good. Minus the painted over sprue mark, which is unfortunate. Detailed glove box. Seats done in black. One thing to be aware of is these seat cushions, they're not glued in, they're held in with friction so they can pop out. Just be aware of that. Not a deal breaker by any means, but it looks really, really good in my opinion. Definitely nailed the cartoon accuracy. The windshield can pivot back and forth, so you can angle that back a little bit or keep it straight up. Done really well. You can move the seat rests a little bit back and forth. And he does roll. Rolls really, really nicely. Nice and smooth. One thing to be aware of, if you're trying to roll and it's not working quite right, make sure that these parts of the wheel wells are flipped back, because they will rub and cause some problems. But overall, there's the bottom. Hides everything nicely, in my opinion. Overall, really nicely done. Nicely cartoon accurate Jeep mode. No complaints from me. Here we have Fraudo, or Swindle, in his bot mode. I gotta say, he looks really good. Let's go ahead and do a 360 here. I'm gonna put a cartoon image right there in order to compare. I think they've nailed the aesthetic pretty good, to be honest. The back on this guy does clean up really good, and this can actually pop off if you wanted to. Give it a cleaner look. But no, I think he looks really good. Coming in, taking a look at the head. This is actually the accessory head that came with their version of Brawl. So it looks really good with the correctly painted nose. Here's the original that came on him. You can see the silver is painted up to a fake line right there at the brow. So that wasn't cartoon accurate. So it's nice that they made this correction. He also supposed to come with a similarly smirking face painted incorrectly, but unfortunately it wasn't in the package for me. So I don't have that for comparison. But continuing down the chest, you've got windshield there with some nice painted windshield wipers. Windshield done clear. You got the purple on the abs and the stomach, which is painted. Coming down, painted headlights. And that's about it for paint. You've got some details here on the feet, but not much. Nicely silver rims on the faux tires for the shoulders that do actually spin, which is a nice touch. But sadly, that's about it for paint. So as far as articulation, head is on a ball. So you do get some attitude, you get back to there, down to there, so it's got some nice range. Coming over to the shoulders can go all the way up. There's a little bit of a butterfly due to transformation, but not much, so you can get some movement back. You have upper bicep rotation, then a nice double jointed elbow. Coming down to the hands, they do swivel, and they are on a ball, so you've got a little bit of pivot here as well. Fingers are on a single pin. Index finger is articulated separately, but the rest are one solid piece. No, wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. They are individually articulated. And the thumb is on a separate ball. So, fairly well done. Wish there was a little bit more on the finger so we could get a straight point rather than just a curved point, but Still, I think it's really well done. Coming down to the waist, you do have waist rotation. No ab crunch, but it's still done really well. I think the ab crunch would have caused weakness in combined mode. With the flaps up, you can get all the way up. And all the way back on some nice friction. And you can go all the way out. So that's nicely done. You have upper thigh rotation. You do have a nice bend on the knee, so you do get 90 degrees. So no complaints there. And coming down to the feet, you do have toe down, a little bit up, but not much due to the ankle rocker. But you do get some to the side as well. So he's able to pull off some good poses. No complaints there. But overall, I think they really did nail the cartoon aesthetic for this bot. Looks really, really good in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Alright guys, here we have Fraudo and his leg boat. Done really well in my opinion. Do a full 360 here. It's nice that all the accessories, minus the head of course, have storage on the back of the leg. Very convenient. Looks really good. Cleans up nicely. Nothing I would see as anything hanging off as far as kibble. And the feet do articulate. You got some front and back and side to side. Really well done. Alright everybody, final thoughts. What can I say about this figure? Yes, he is cartoon accurate. I do enjoy that as far as my collection goes. It is disappointing, the severe lack of paint on this guy. Even though he does have some good detail built in and molded in, it's just, it's meh. It's kind of like they missed the mark a little bit. As far as color wise and plastic quality, he fits the bill. It's just everything is done with colored plastic, which is disappointing. It kind of makes it feel a little bit less than a masterpiece, maybe a high-end mainline figure, but still, he just misses a little bit. I'm happy I have him. Don't mind. Don't think that I don't. He, in my opinion, is worth the price just because he matches the cartoon aesthetic so well. MMC did a really, really good job on this guy. I really just wish they could have done a lot more with paint apps. And I do know that toyhacks.com does have an upgrade kit for him, so I might take a look at getting that for him. But as far as a recommendation, I do recommend it. Just don't expect a lot of paint. The articulation is a little bit lacking. I mean, I think this is the only character in this line that does not have an ab crunch. And he does have somewhat of a Dunlap. So that's a bit disappointing. But again, he still looks the part. Some people have said that his guns are goofy, but the guns are actually pretty cartoon accurate. The only difference is the cartoon arm-mounted gun is on the wrong side of the arm, but I think they just had to do that to make it work. Otherwise, he's a great figure. Some people say he doesn't roll very well, but you know, if you just fold those fenders back away from the tires on the front, he rolls just fine. Alright. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't, don't forget to get your bell on, and we'll see you again next time.